Hi, welcome to Hot Baked Italian. My name is Lisa. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's dish is going to be an Asian-inspired dish with lots of flavor and lots of color, so please continue watching. Hi, welcome back. All right, so today's dish is called a beef noodle bowl, and it's just made with some simple ingredients, has lots of color, gives them great flavor, and just actually very easy to make. So what I want to do first is get everything all prepped and get everything ready to go, because once you start cooking, it kind of happens fast. Now I've already kind of done a jump start on it, and you are going to need approximately 3 cups of broccoli florets. Okay, and I've actually started cutting them here. All right, so I just took a big head of broccoli, and it's just a matter of cutting it off. And I don't like to have the stems on there, so I trim them down to the stems and break them down so that they are bite size. I might even take off some of that, just like the broccoli part. So I will do that to about 3 cups of broccoli. Okay. So I got that ready to go. I went ahead and cut up my carrots. It's about 2 cups of carrots, maybe just a tad more because I always like carrots, but it's about 2 cups of carrots. We've got those ready to go. And then we also need about a pound and a half of sirloin steak. All right, now this was actually about 1.25 pounds of sirloin steak, and I made sure all the fat was trimmed off of it, and then I just sliced it, and so it was just thin slices, thin pieces. Again, you kind of want them bite size, you don't want them too big. Okay, all right, and that is all that has to be cut and chopped. Okay, so let's head over to the stove and get our meat cooking. All right, so I have my frying pan. I put enough oil on the bottom of my frying pan and getting the oil hot. And I'm hearing it sizzle, so that is good. I'm ready to put my meat in here. I'm turning that back down to medium. Okay, so now while this is cooking and it cooks pretty quick, let me go ahead and get the sauce put together that we're gonna pour over it. All right, so you start off with some Kraft Zesty Italian, or any brand actually, Zesty Italian dressing. And you need 1/2 cup of this. So let's get 1/2 cup of that in here. All right. Then I'm gonna take my teriyaki sauce. And I need 1/2 cup of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in right on top. Gives me a full cup. All right, and then I need some ground ginger, and I need 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. All right, let's give this a stir and come on back to the stove. We just want to make sure this gets all brown. All right, so it looks like my meat is all brown, maybe just a wee bit little pink in there, and that's okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour in that mixture of a Zesty Italian dressing, teriyaki sauce, and ground ginger. And we're just gonna let this simmer. The sauce will thicken a little bit. I'm just going to let it simmer. Now while this is simmering, get this mixed up here, I need to get my water cooking for my spaghetti. So I have it already in my pan. I've salted it already. I put the salt in the water, and let me go ahead and get this on. Okay, so you can see that the beef is cooking and the sauce is getting a little bit thicker, cooking down, and I'm just going to leave that at a slow simmer.
It smells good too.
A little bit of Asian flair to it. And my water is starting to boil. Now I'm using about 1/2 pound of pasta, okay? 1/2 pound to 3/4 pound of pasta. And it's kind of important that you pay attention to how long it takes to cook. And so on here it's telling me 10 to 11 minutes. Because the last 2 minutes of the cooking is when we're going to put the vegetables in. So let me go ahead and have this all measured out. Get the pasta in. And I'm going to go ahead and set the timer for 8 minutes. So that'll remind me then to when I have to get the vegetables in, those carrots and broccoli. All right, so my pasta has been cooking for 8 minutes, and there's 2 minutes left for it to be cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 2 cups of carrots, sliced carrots, and the 3 cups of cut broccoli. And we're just going to put this in the boiling water with the pasta. This makes it very colorful. And we're going to let it cook 2 more minutes, and that's it, and then we'll take it out and drain it. Okay, so this has cooked about 2.5 minutes, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this all strained. Whew, a lot of steam there. All right, we'll get that back in. Go ahead and grab your meat and sauce, and we're just going to pour it all in.
Smells so good.
It tastes just as good as it looks, and it smells. All right. And let's see, I guess we'll just use these and give it some mix. Now, if you see what you like here, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe. This way, when I post a new recipe, you'll see that it's been posted. If you click the bell, then you'll even get a little pop-up notice or a little push notice saying that something has come out. And always, I'd love to hear from you and how it works for you, and see what you do different, or if it's something that really was successful with your family. All right, let's give this a taste and see how it goes. And so here is our beef noodle bowl, simple on the stove, 2 pots, that was it. You can add a little soy sauce to it. If you like, you can even add some Planters peanuts on top of it to give it an extra little crunch. But your meat comes out very tender because it has cooking and marinating in the salad dressing. And the teriyaki sauce is a great flavor. Your vegetables are tender but not overcooked, so there's still just a little bit of crispness to them. And put the combination together, and you've got a great dish to have with company or just your family. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching this. I hope you enjoy it. Please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.
Delle belle tue balle al riposo, Narcisetto, Aroncino, d'amor, delle belle